All right, we are back here with game number 2 between East Chapel Hill and Scarsdale. East Chapel currently up 1-0. We'll see a smoke right off the bat for Scarsdale. So let's take a moment now and introduce our heroes that we have stepped away for just a little bit. Nyx Assassin going to be played by Wraithcat on the Radiant side. We've got a FCY Kunkka again. A Disruptor will be handled by Villain. Slark is going to be 3 body, trying to farm up as well as he did in game number 1 on the Juggernaut. And then finally the Ogre Magi is going to be Fudge in this match. Now here on Scarsdale, on the Dire side, again is going to be Freedom Fries, playing the Draw Ranger. Stepping up for us there. Gotta like it. Oh, wrap around here. Can they find anybody out? Slark going to catch out the Sand King. Here comes a stun. Might have been a little bit too early. There's going to be a decay on the 2. And the Fortune's End going to keep Slark there for a little bit longer. He's going to leap over the trees. Sand King's taking a lot of damage, getting caught out inside the torrent. Will he actually fall here? Breathe Fire going to decrease their damage. Another Burst Strike is going to come through. Sand King has to keep walking away, but it's not going to happen. The first blood goes the way of East Chapel Hill, putting the hurt right on the Scarsdale. Maybe they turn around, find the kill on the Ogre Magi. In fact, they do, but now Malone in a lot of trouble as well. Villain has another connect field. He's going to put it down, and the torrent's also there to catch out the Oracle. So East Chapel are going to find another kill. Slark finds 1 bounty. Wraithcat takes another. So both runes actually go the way of East Chapel Hill. So East Chapel, they come up with a bit of an advantage after that one. Sand King's going to be getting some help in the bottom lane from the Undying. Already did a little bit of damage with the decay stacks. Did get a couple off in that fight, but it ended up not really making too much of a difference. And we'll see if he's able to do anything against the Slark. He's going forward. He's trying to harass him out a little bit, but Slark, he's got a leap available, and he might want to use it onto the Undying. He just gets a decay off on the 2, but it's taking a lot of damage right now. Slark probably wants to get those Essence Shift stacks up, and Disruptor goes around the side, doing some nice damage to the Sand King, getting slowed down by the Ignite. Burst Strike ends up going off on the Ogre, who's taking a lot of damage from this. Villain has to back away a lot. There's no Burst Strike here anymore. Sand King's already used that, so they can't really go on to the Disruptor any longer. But Undying getting caught by the leap. Is there going to be enough damage? Undying has another decay in 2 seconds, and he gets it off only onto the Ogre. Slark very low, but again, Sand King just doesn't have enough mana for another Burst Strike. And now Wander's trying to make his way out of here. Kinetic Field available, but the last hit comes in from the Disruptor. And as the decay stacks start to leave, East Chapel finds another kill. And that's exactly the lane that they don't want to be giving kills over to, because the Slark, we all know that he can farm up extremely well. And getting farmed on a Slark can definitely mean GG for Scarsdale, as they find themselves unable to work through his huge amounts of agility in the fights. Scarsdale trying to be so aggressive on the bottom lane, but it doesn't really seem to be working out for them at all. Now a Tombstone picked up for the Undying. He's got level 1 into decay still. Kunkka underneath the tower a little bit. Maybe a regen rune pop by the Sand King. Torrent's off the mark in the mid lane. So Sand King getting the mana back up. Burst Strike's available, but it's only level 2. They're just going around the map a little bit too much, it would seem. Tombstone available from the Undying. He hasn't put it down just yet. Villain taking a lot of damage. Eventually he's killed. Sand King in trouble. Burst Strike another 4 seconds, but he's not going to get the chance to get it off. Now 3-body trying to fight underneath the Tombstone. Eventually it's going to be taken down, but Undying keeps going forward. Can Slark get away from this one? Fire Blast comes out onto the Undying, keeping him there. And Fonda's taking so much damage from this. Can they even try to fight this? There's a glimpse, but oh, yeah, they will eventually get it off. And the Kinetic Field put down as well. Undying needs to get into decay, but he hasn't just yet. There's going to be a decay on the 2, and now Ogre's going to get turned around on him. This bottom lane is just an absolute disaster for both teams, honestly. But Slark has yet to go down 1-0 and 3. I'm sure he's completely fine with all the carnage around him. Just needs to keep that health up, though. Burst Strike out on the Disruptor. Disruptor. Oh, no. Another kill for Flounder there. And finally, this aggression seems to be paying off for Scarsdale. Slark basically out of regen. He needs some from the Ogre Magi, who does bring it to the lane now. So he'll be a little bit more comfortable being around these creeps now. And maybe decides to go for the Sand King, who doesn't have enough mana for a Burrow Strike, and he doesn't even use the Magic Stick at all to try to get it. Slark probably would have found the kill anyway, but well, that's another kill for 3-body, and the fact that the Slark hasn't gone down yet is great news for East Chapel. I mean, he can absolutely control this game if he's given the chance. So we're 5 kills to 4 right now. East Chapel Hill, they are looking very good in this game number 2 start. 3-body making his way a little bit over towards the Undying. He needs some help with the regen right now. Cannot really get caught by another decay. And he'll eat that Bob Ross tree there. Has to be still very careful. And the decay's going to miss by the Undying. Perhaps they go in on here. He did go a bit far forward, but Disruptor doesn't put out the glimpse. And now Slark takes the soul rip damage. They have to be so careful at bottom. Walking a very fine line. Mid lane Dragon Knight going towards the Kunkka a little bit. Gotta still keep a big guy on the bottom lane. And oh my god, as soon as that Caustic Finale pops, Sand King gets the kill with the Burrow Strike. And that's just the dangers of standing low against a Sand King. They're melee against a Sand King. Games can get so hard. Flounder underneath the tower. Has to get that aggro off of him. Drops down a Tombstone. Is still going for the Disruptor. He's going to be taking so much damage from the Caustic Finale. 7 Magic Stick charges for the Sand King. Flounder. Oh, nice Burrow Strike on the 2. But Stark is going to purge that off. Do they have enough damage for it? He will try to keep himself alive here. Eats one of those mangoes. Disruptor has managed to just stay up there. So again, aggression turns into a kill, but it goes back the way of East Chapel. So bottom lane is just, I don't even know what happened there. But I don't think the teams know either. They just love to kill each other. And now, oh, Haystream pop. Dragon Knight goes right over towards the Kunkka, who tries to make his way away. Oh, Mar kind of messes up the pathing a little bit. FCY over to the Rune. Undying couldn't make his way over there. Kunkka's going to get slowed down a little bit. Dragon Knight has the speed for this one. He's chased very far. Oh, Kunkka kept there. Eventually, Dragon Knight does get hit by the boat. Run over by it. Is there enough damage for him? Oh, doesn't get touched by the breathe fire, and Spark could get the leap there. Kunkka's made his way all the way down here. So has the Dragon Knight. Okay, Disruptor's the first one to die. Will Malone go down? Mar has only eyes for the Kunkka. He eventually does touch him with the breathe fire, and Slark also gets cleaned up. There's the Scarsdale aggression, and Dragon Knight just does so much with the precision art. For some reason, not deciding to hit the tower at all when he has that dragon form up is worth it to get just one hit in there, but he won't do it. Oh, Freedom Fries. He'll just use the silence out on the next assassin. He will pay for that vendetta.
Radiant's bottom tower is
so
under
now,
attack.
Without that dragon form, Scarsdale going to go for a bit of a push on the bottom. Possibly could have been a little bit faster with it, but there's not a whole lot of contesting going on for East Chapel, so Scarsdale just going to be taking down the tower. Malone moves up a little bit far. Perhaps next assassin able to find a stun. We'll just use the mana burn. Yeah, Malone definitely has to be careful, but we'll see what the Disruptor's able to do. Hiding in the trees. Okay, Spike Carapace going to get Wraith Cat out of there. Vision here for the Radiant, for the Dire inside of that secret side shop, rather. Jeez. You can tell it's getting a little bit late for me, but we'll keep pressing on. I'm sure it's getting late for the players as well. Might be why a couple of these mistakes are happening. Wraithcat moves forward, going to get silenced now. Is there enough damage? Oracle has to get in range, but it was a little bit too far back there. Couldn't get off the Purifying Flames, which is really her main damage here. You get Purifying Flames combo. I mean, 2.25 seconds on a cooldown. That should be a dead Nyx. But he has enough mana for a Spike Carapace now. Kunkka over towards the mid lane. Another tower is being pressured by the Dragon Knight. He's going to get stunned now, but Kunkka is very tanky. There's going to be the Torrent drop down, as well as the boat. It's a little bit off the mark, but it does give him the rum. Now Wraithcat on the mid lane. Alright, Wraithcat in trouble. Oh, he's just going to get Breathe Fire down. Huge amount of burst from Scarsdale. Now a Tombstone going to be dropped down. It is a level 3 Tombstone, so it takes a little bit longer to take down. Sort of kind of wasted. And now the Undying put back into the sky. Oh, Mara ready with another Breathe Fire. Gets another kill. Tower continues to burn down to the poison. Corrosive Breath really doing a lot of work. Malone goes in. Also at bottom, Slark's having a bit of fun with the Sand King. Oh, just nearly doesn't find the kill there.
His way with you.
Yep, Slark just has his way. But the mid tower will eventually die to the Dire side.
Radiant structures are fortified.
TP in from the Kunkka. Can they find the kill? They need one more hit. They will be able to find it. FCY here. He hasn't gone for any levels into the X. I'd definitely like to see him go for that. It's a lot easier to hit your boats and stuff when you do get at least one value point into it. And there he does. I get it. Very worth it. Much worth. Very strategy. Alright. Malone should be dead. Oh, wow. Somehow that Impale was still off the mark, but the Torrent was not. And Malone's going to be dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I guess it can be a bit harder than you think to land an Impale. Oh no. Kari the Catapult scouting out Scarsdale at bottom. Probably want to get away from there. Oh, Torrent going to be off the mark. The mark. There we go.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But Dragon Knight goes with another ultimate. He has to be very careful here. He can be surrounded by a lot of these heroes, but he is so very tanky. And Malone's coming in from the backside. Dragon Knight, he's going to get a boat running over him. There's the Torrent as well, but he's also got the Hooded Defiance. There we go. Zombies chasing down East Chapel right now. And Undying, he's on the warpath. Wants to take these guys down, and he's got his ultimate available. There is the Spike Carapace, and it doesn't end up hitting the Oracle at all. Nice kinetic field. Going to keep Scarsdale away a little bit longer. Dragon Form's still going to be up for a while, so they can do some damage to the tier 2 tower, and that's really the goal of this Scarsdale squad. They got to get these towers down very quickly so that the Slark cannot become more of a problem. Going towards his Shadow Blade right now. Oh. Dragon Knight back towards this one, and Disruptor pays immediately as soon as the glimpse goes off. X goes out. Mara in trouble. There's a Torrent. We'll get hit by it, but a nice Fate's Edict from the Oracle keeps him safe from all the magic damage. Undying in trouble. He needs that Soul Rip. Will get it off. Oracle with the False Promise will stay alive a little bit longer, but Slark comes into the fight, and he's doing more than enough damage here. Malone should be dead pretty soon. Everybody has to catch up there as Dragon Knight gets hit by a Torrent up into the air. Well, Slark should find that kill. Oh no, just does get it there. That's going to make the Dragon Knight TP back over towards the mid lane. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Drow Ranger was just pushing down a little bit. So he's up to a Morbid Max, should have his Dragon Lance soon. And also the Sand King, he's nearly at his Blink Dagger. At the top of the net worth right now is a Slark. Someone should probably keep track of how many pauses we have in these games. I'm sure it'd be an interesting number. So we'll be back into the game right now. Dragon Knight continuing to try to get the farm up. 1,000 gold right now. Just working around the map. They've done a lot of damage to these towers, and they've already done a little bit of pushing onto the tier 2 mid. Just a little bit. Taking it down to 1,100 health. We start to see some more contested pushes from Scarsdale. The game is going to start to get a little bit more difficult for East Chapel, but that didn't seem to be too much of a problem in game number 1. And I don't think they're going to give up in game number 2 at all. Nyx is here with him, Vendetta. Oh, Flounder could be in some trouble. Torrent's going to be there, keeping up in the air. Here comes a boat as well. Slark is joining the fight. Boat's going to be off the mark, but it doesn't really end up mattering. Oracle's already dead, and Undying. Well, there's an Epicenter doing some damage, and a Burrow Strike on the 2. Slark nearly dead. He's trying to stay alive. There's just not enough damage right now from Scarsdale High School. Kunkka's going to be the first to fall on that team. Slark. Oh, he's just staying alive for now. Oh, Burrow Strike killing off the Ogre Magi. And Draw Ranger has yet to join the game. Slark, he'll be moving forward as well. Moving very quickly. Sand King blinks away. Goes into the Roche Pit. Oh, how much does the Slark want to chase this one? 8 Magic Wand charges on the Sand King. Oh, Slark, how ballsy is he? He'll jump in, but it's not going to matter. So, the Slark, not able to find the kill there, but he did stay alive, finding some damage. But, again, Drow Ranger still not doing anything. He's going to have to be careful about the Slark. Doesn't want to get caught out too much. I mean, the Slark, he just preys on the heroes at the back of the fight, so Drow Ranger probably shouldn't be able to man-fight him. Nyx Assassin, okay, does use the fight Carapace, and the Vendetta as well. Will get hit with a Dust, but he's already very far away. Scarsdale moving in on the mid lane. Dragon Form already used. Dragon Knight now up to level 11. Just getting there, so we still have the green Dragon Form. Won't be taking out the creep waves as quickly. But he still kills the tower off pretty fast. Drow Ranger will also be joining this push with her newfound Dragon Lance.
Radiant structures are
Level 9 right now. Wants to get a few more levels on her. Oh, Burrow Strike out onto the Kunkka. He's going to pay for that Torrent. Axe is going to get used. Freedom Fry is caught out inside the kinetic field. There's also a boat running in. Freedom Fry is going to run right into the middle of it, but he is still very tanky.
Dire's bottom tower has
Nice Ignite thrown out, but SHS might want to try to push this in. Drow Ranger doing some damage to the high ground. Torrent's going to be off the mark. Freedom Fry is getting caught out a little bit. Here's the Stack Storm doing some nice damage to her. It's going to be X right back into it. Oh, and there's the Fire Blast. Saved a little bit by the False Promise as we have a huge Burrow Strike. Epicenter on the 3. Slark forced to get away right now, jumping over the wall. That wall that Trump built not high enough to keep SHS outside of the Radiant base. And here they go, up to the high ground. Another Dragon Form in 28 seconds. A lot of buybacks being forced out as well. There's going to be X on the Kunkka, bringing him back. You can't find any hits or anything. And as soon as he gets stopped in his tracks, he's forced back. Nice Sentry Ward in the mid lane. Nyx has to be very careful about this.
Top tower is under attack.
He should. Oh, there's going to be the boat Torrent combo. Freedom Fries tries to get away. Is going to hit by the boat anyway. Very low. Eventually gets knocked down so much by that. Far back into his Elder Dragon form, doing so much damage to these guys. Trying to hit the tombstone. Ogre's dead. So we're trying to find some kind of damage on the other side of this, but Scarsdale were forced back. Slark may be making his way back into this, but there is a Dragon Tail available, and he didn't use the... Oh no, he didn't use the Purge. That's a huge kill for Scarsdale to have. They may even push this in a little bit more with the Dragon form up. So the creep's going into the base.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
East Chapel have to do everything they can to try to keep Scarsdale out, but... I mean, Torrent's Impale's going through on the Flounder, but that's not the guy that you have to worry about. Dragon Knight kept there a little bit. Armwood toggling his way out of here. X is going to be back in. There's the Stag Storm as well. Dragon Knight is going to want to try to do some more damage here. Oracle somehow staying alive. Oh, there's another Breathe Fire doing so much damage. And a Burrow Strike through. Can the Dragon Knight find another kill? Eventually, Nyx Assassin's dead. That was a buyback. Lots of these diebacks are happening. Flounder wants to keep going, man. He hardly cares that He doesn't have creeps in the base. Backdoor protection is there. Slark is going to get back into the fight. This is possibly where he finds a couple of kills. Drow Ranger, she was just trying to run back into this one, and now she's in so much trouble. Her teammates are abandoning her. She's X back in, and they try to figure out what they're like trying to figure out what they can do other than kill a Drow Ranger, but they don't find any answers for that question. And again, some more kills go over to the Slark, Shadowblade and an Echo Saber, and the racks were not taken by Scarsdale. The same situation as last game, except this time around, East Chapel don't have something like a Techies. You don't really have anything that can delay the game. All they can just try to do is win team fights.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Slark running around the map looking for any kills inside the jungle, but he's not going to be seeing anyone just yet. Won't be able to find anyone with this one, as Dragon Knight has made his way over towards the bottom lane, ready to push in another lane. As the rest of Scarsdale are making their way there. Undying's going to be walking pretty slow. Maybe they just go for the Roshan right now. Drow Ranger into the pit. So she'll be doing some good damage there. Mar also has another dragon form. Will Kuka actually decide to initiate on this? Again, goes for the drums build. And at least he has phase boots this time as well. Sand King gets the D ward off. And he'll burrow strike off of that cliff. Roshan nearly down. Drow Ranger doesn't really take as much damage from Roshan. Oh no, Sand King goes for it. There's a silence on the Kunkka. There's going to be a burrow strike on just him, and he's immediately killed off.
Top tower is under attack.
And the Scarsdale go back into the Roshan pit. East Chapel not really as coordinated with that
Roshan has fallen to the
Roshan defense as they could have been. Easily giving the kill over to Scarsdale as well as the Aegis. And now perhaps they go back over towards the mid lane. Want to push that in again. They'll go right for these creeps. Dragon Knight taking them down very quickly with the Elder Dragon form. Has a little bit left on that duration. He'll go forward. Disruptor has to keep him outside the base, but he's already... Oh my god. At least the Disruptor was kept alive a little bit by the Nyx Assassin using Spike Carapace, but didn't really help all that much. Oh, what? Oh my god. What an impale by the Nyx Assassin. Gets it on the 4, but now he's going to get some payback. Wow, all these spells are hitting. 3-man Torrent, 1-man Boat. Undying in a lot of trouble, has to try to heal himself up. He has his ultimate available. Here comes the epicenter, but it's really not there at all. Eventually the Blink Dagger comes through and kind of wastes that one though. Leap comes forward, off the mark. There's also going to be the Burrow Strike. Can Body stay alive? He's got it. Oh no, Soul Rip finishes him off. He's got buyback. He's going to have to use it if they want to win this match. Scarsdale do back up though. They go back over towards bottom. They can take a tier 2 here. Gonna give the Slark time to respawn. Doesn't want to use his buyback here. 2,300 gold. Would love to use that item, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to do that. Buyback isn't all that expensive for him right now either.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Sand King gets the nice clearing of the bottom lane. And he's ready with the Blink Burrow Strike. Sometimes doesn't have the epicenter anymore, but that's another Elder Dragon form going in on the tier 3 tower. They want this one, and they should be able to get it. Torrent only hits onto the Undying, who's very low at this point. He needs to get the heal off, and Oracle should be able to help with that. Boat comes through. It's only going to hit onto a few. Dragon Knight finds the Kunkka kill, and he wants to keep doing damage over to the Radiant side. I mean, he'll just hit anything that comes close to him. He'll kill off the tier 3 tower. Silence goes out onto the Ogre Magi, slowed down by the Frost Arrows, but Mar, he only has one thing in mind. It's going to be the racks. Drow Ranger goes forward a little bit. Again, triple Burrow Strike from the Sand King. Nice. Despite Carapace keeping the Nyx Assassin there. But that's another set of racks the way of Scarsdale. East Chapel not throwing in the tower just yet. There's still a tier 2 tower in the top lane stopping the Megas, and now this is perhaps